The silent influence of Baroque lighting on modern fashion cinematography. Modern fashion is not just about clothing. It is about control, not of fabric, silhouette, or fabric texture alone, but of light itself. Because in high fashion cinematography, what you see is never just what is present. It is what is allowed to emerge from the shadows. More than 400 years ago, a painter named Caravaggio changed how humanity understood visibility. Before him, light in painting was often soft, balanced, and evenly distributed. But Caravaggio rejected harmony. He introduced something far more dramatic, a world carved by darkness. This technique, later known as tenebrism, did not simply illuminate subjects. It revealed them, and in doing so, it changed the emotional language of art forever. In Caravaggio's work, light does not gently describe the scene. It strikes, it isolates, it selects. Figures emerge from deep voids of shadow, as if reality itself is being constructed from darkness. The viewer is no longer observing a neutral composition. They are witnessing a confrontation between light and absence. And attention is no longer optional. It is forced. This visual logic has not disappeared. It has evolved. Today, it lives inside luxury fashion cinematography, editorial photography, and high-end advertising. The glossy surface of modern fashion campaigns often hides a structure that is deeply historical. Because beneath the digital sharpness and cinematic polish lies the same principle Caravaggio mastered. Control the darkness, and you control perception. In contemporary fashion films, lighting is rarely accidental. A face is not simply illuminated. It is sculpted by contrast. A cheekbone emerges not because light is present everywhere, but because darkness is deliberately removed from specific areas. The silhouette is not defined by outline alone. It is defined by what is withheld from visibility. This is where Baroque lighting becomes a language of power. The more dramatic the contrast, the more attention is concentrated. The more attention is concentrated, the more value is implied. Luxury is rarely shown through abundance alone. It is shown through emphasis, through isolation, through the suggestion that what is visible is rare. Caravaggio understood this intuitively. His subjects often appear suspended between revelation and concealment. A hand emerging from darkness. A face half consumed by shadow. A body caught in the exact moment between presence and disappearance. This tension creates emotional intensity. Because the viewer is forced to complete what they cannot fully see. Modern fashion cinematography replicates this effect with precision tools instead of oil and canvas. Softboxes, directional spotlights, negative fill, controlled exposure. All of these techniques serve the same purpose: to shape perception through selective visibility. The camera becomes a continuation of the painter's brush. But the canvas is now digital. And the audience is global. What makes this evolution particularly powerful is not just technique, but psychology. Humans are naturally drawn to contrast. We focus on edges between light and dark. We assign meaning to what is partially hidden. This is why Baroque lighting feels emotionally charged even centuries later. It activates attention at a neurological level. In luxury fashion, this psychological mechanism is refined into aesthetic identity. A model is not simply shown. They are revealed. A product is not simply displayed. It is staged within controlled darkness, as if emerging from something deeper than space itself. Even absence becomes part of composition. The unseen becomes valuable. This creates a subtle hierarchy of visibility. What is brightly lit becomes important. What is surrounded by shadow becomes mysterious. And what is partially obscured becomes desirable. Caravaggio's visual language of divine revelation has quietly transformed into a commercial language of prestige. Yet at its core, the structure remains unchanged. Light still defines importance. Shadow still creates meaning. And the human eye still follows contrast as if it were instruction. So when we look at a modern fashion film, slow-motion fabric, sculpted faces, dramatic contrast, we are not just seeing contemporary design. We are seeing a historical continuity. A visual system that began in candlelit chapels and now lives inside LED screens and digital cameras. The silent influence of Baroque lighting is not just aesthetic. It is structural. It determines where we look, what we feel, and what we believe deserves attention. Because in both Caravaggio's canvases and modern fashion cinematography, the same truth applies. Without darkness, light has no power. And without contrast, there is no gaze at all.